One of the biggest mistakes I see people make when it comes to manifesting their desire is waiting. They wait until they become wealthy before they learn how to manage money, or wait until they buy the house before they start thinking like a homeowner. But waiting might be the very thing that's keeping you from receiving what you want, because manifestation isn't just about believing you'll have something one day. It's about becoming the version of yourself who naturally belongs in that reality. And that starts long before your desire ever shows up in the 3D. Because every desire that you have is attached to a version of you, the version of you who owns the business, the version of you who's happily married or financially free or healthy or wealthy. The desire is never really separated from the identity. They're always connected. So think of preparation as an act of faith and start preparing now for the life that you desire. Preparation sends a message to your subconscious that this is the next step you're expecting. So what does this look like practically? If your goal is to manifest a home, what would someone with a home be doing? Start preparing now. Window shop, pick out your decor, start a savings account specifically for home maintenance, start learning about landscaping. I remember when I was manifesting my first dream apartment, months before I even had the funds for the type of apartment I want to live in, I began saving decor inspo. I was saving furniture pieces that I was going to buy in my new apartment. I was combing through Zillow to see what was out there and searched as if I was actually ready to move in any moment. I knew the exact color schemes I wanted in my living room versus my bedroom, the type of artwork I wanted on the wall. I spoke about the apartment like it was the next guaranteed step. Always a when, not an if. If you're manifesting financial abundance, what would someone who is already financially abundant do? How would they act? What hobbies would they have? They're likely good at managing their money. So start learning how to properly manage and grow money. Read the books, listen to the podcast. They probably keep their bills on auto pay and budget and track their spending. They probably see money as more of a cyclical flow, meaning anything that they spend comes back to them with interest. But adopt those habits and beliefs and begin shifting your focus to anything that confirms those beliefs. So if you find 50 cents in your pocket, oh my gosh, money comes to me so easily. I am so grateful. When I was manifesting a loving relationship, I started saving date night ideas. I began following pages that showed people in loving relationships. I affirmed that I was deeply loved and went to sleep every single night in that state. Now, here's another important point. Your brain wants evidence that matches your identity. Your subconscious is always trying to answer one question: who am I right now? Every decision you make reinforces that answer. Every habit, every assumption, every conversation, every choice. If every day you're acting as someone who's waiting, well, guess what identity you're reinforcing? The person who's still waiting. But every small action that aligns with your desired identity becomes evidence that says, this is who I am now. And that is the identity that begins to reflect and manifest in your reality. So here's a simple exercise I would encourage you to try this week. Before you reach for your phone in the morning, ask yourself this one question: if I already identified as a version of myself who has this desire, what's one thing I would naturally do today? Then go do it. And if you can't physically do it, visualize it in first person point of view. Do it in imagination. Some days this could be going to an open house. Some days it might be going to a dealership and test driving your new dream car. Some days it'll simply be making a different decision than the old version of you would have made. But those small actions compound. Every action you take is casting a vote for the person you're becoming. So manifestation isn't about pretending, it's about preparation, or basically becoming internally familiar with the new version of yourself that you've chosen to become. So don't wait until life changes to become that version. Become that version now and watch how life begins to reflect it. If you've enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more manifestation content like this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.